In the heart of our planet, there lies a realm of staggering scale and breathtaking biodiversity, the Amazon. A world teeming with life, governed by ancient rhythms and powerful elemental forces. For half the year, this is a terrestrial kingdom, a world of solid ground where life plays out under a dense emerald canopy. Sunlight dapples the forest floor, and the air is thick with the scent of damp earth and blooming flora. But this familiar world is temporary. A great change is coming. It begins with a whisper in the Andes, thousands of miles away. The seasonal rains gather their strength, a meteorological titan awakening from its slumber. The sky darkens, and the first drops of water begin their long journey down, striking the leaves with a sound that builds from a gentle patter into a deafening roar. This is no ordinary storm. This is the deluge, the annual pulse that will fundamentally reshape this entire ecosystem. Day after day, the water falls. Creeks swell into streams, streams into rivers, and rivers into unstoppable forces of nature. They begin to test their boundaries, creeping over their banks, reclaiming ancient floodplains with an inexorable advance. The solid ground, once the stage for life, begins to disappear. The forest floor, home to countless creatures, is submerged. Wildlife Amazon jungle, the invasion from the deep. The Amazon transforms. What was once a forest you could walk through becomes a world you must swim through. An immense seasonal sea rises up to 40 feet, creating a vast, submerged kingdom. The treetops become islands, and the shadowy space between them becomes the new frontier. Deep beneath this newly formed surface, a hidden world is rising. The dark, quiet waters of the river's depths, once confined to their channels, are now unleashed, and with them come the rulers of this aquatic domain. They are the invaders from the deep, ancient predators and specialized survivors, emerging from the river's core to claim their new, expanded territory. Creatures of myth and legend, perfectly adapted for this flooded world, now have access to the entire forest. For the land dwellers trapped above, it is a time of trial. For the aquatic hunters below, it is a time of opportunity. The great invasion has begun. This is the invasion from the deep, not an assault from a foreign force, but an awakening from within. As the Amazon's pulse slows and the great floodwaters rise, they don't just bring life, they unlock a hidden realm, a submerged kingdom where the old laws of the forest are suspended. The familiar ground, once a haven for terrestrial life, is now alien territory. A profound silence descends, broken only by the muffled current, a silence that masks the emergence of the true rulers of this aquatic world. When the waters arrive, predators emerge from the shadows. They are the ancient sovereigns of the river, now granted a vastly expanded empire. For months, they have waited in the shrinking channels and oxbow lakes, conserving their energy. Now, with the forest floor transformed into their personal hunting ground, they rise to reclaim their dominion. Every submerged log, every tangle of roots, becomes a potential hiding place, a stage for the timeless drama of hunter and hunted. The very water seems to hum with a new, predatory energy. Giant green anacondas glide silently between submerged trees, becoming masters of ambush in the flooded forest. The largest snake on the planet, she is pure, constricting power. Her patterned skin, a mosaic of olive, green and black blotches, renders her nearly invisible against the dappled light and decaying leaves. She is not a creature of speed, but of patience. Her entire being is a sensory instrument. With her forked tongue, she tastes the chemical trails left by potential prey, building a three-dimensional map of her surroundings. Her eyes, positioned high on her head, allow her to peer above the surface while her immense body remains concealed below. In this liquid labyrinth, she is the ultimate opportunist, a patient ghost waiting for a single incautious movement. Nearby, black caimans patrol the murky waters, their ancient eyes watching for any sign of movement. A living relic from the age of dinosaurs, the caiman is the undisputed apex predator of the Amazon's waterways. Armored, powerful, and perfectly adapted, it moves with an economy of motion that belies its explosive potential. Its dark scales absorb the faint light, making it a phantom in the tannin-stained water. It can lie motionless for hours, a floating log to the unwary, its senses tuned to the faintest vibrations. Pressure receptors along its jaw can detect the subtle disturbance of a fish swimming meters away. When it chooses to move, its powerful tail propels it with astonishing speed, a silent torpedo of muscle and teeth. But the most feared invader is unseen until it strikes. It is not a solitary giant, but a collective, a superorganism driven by a singular, insatiable hunger. In these turbid conditions, where sight is a luxury, this predator thrives. It represents a different kind of power, not the brute force of the anaconda or the armored might of the caiman, but the terrifying efficiency of the swarm. Their presence changes the behavior of all other animals, creating zones of fear that even the largest creatures are wise to avoid. The red-bellied piranha, small but deadly in numbers, dominates these waters. With razor-sharp teeth and lightning-fast attacks, even the strongest animals think twice before entering their territory. Each piranha is a marvel of biological engineering, equipped with one of the most powerful bites per unit of body mass in the animal kingdom. Their triangular interlocking teeth are like surgical scalpels, designed to shear flesh from bone with terrifying speed. But their true power lies in their coordination. When one attacks, it can trigger a feeding frenzy, a boiling vortex of silver and red that can strip a carcass in minutes. They are the river's cleanup crew, its agents of chaos, and a constant, unnerving reminder that in the flooded Amazon, size It is not a true eel, but a species of knife fish, a living battery forged in the crucible of evolution. Its elongated body, high-voltage assault. The electric eel is capable of unleashing shocks of up to 860 volts, a jolt strong enough to stun a caiman, knock down a horse, or even invasion of the forest floor, is not chaos. It is a critical component of a deeply intricate balance. The eel, a top predator in this temporary underwater kingdom, helps regulate the populations of smaller fish, ensuring no single species known as ichthyochary, is fundamental to the regeneration of the Amazon's unique floodplain forests. Without these fish, the forest would struggle to the apex predator is woven into this seasonal drama of death and renewal. For the Amazon, the invasion from the deep is not an attack. It is the lifeblood of survival itself. But today, this ancient rhythm is under threat. Deforestation, climate change, and pollution are disrupting the floods that sustain this world. If the waters fall silent, so will the jungle. The Amazon lives and breathes through its rivers, and from the depths, its future rises. Beneath the surface of the Amazon lies a world few have ever seen. If this hidden invasion shocked you, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more untold stories from Earth's wildest places. The jungle is watching. Don't miss what rises next.